Hello, everybody. Welcome to Autofocus. Today, I'm here with JT Nash. Yay! And my name is Brooke Galligan. I am the Studio Innovations Director here at Podcast Studios. And I just wanted to talk to JT today. Welcome.
Well, thank you for having me.
Yes, I'm so glad that you were here. You were already on our sister show, Story Scaling.
Yes.
And so on that show, we talk about a lot of, like how you became a creator, how you tell your stories. On this show, we want to talk about the fun stuff, the tech.
Okay.
And so all the gear and like what got you into it, what's the story behind it. And so right now, why don't you tell everybody a little bit about yourself? What do you do? Like, what makes you a techie?
Oh, so it's really weird because I'm a videographer. I'm originally from Nashville, made music videos, TV commercials, events, weddings. I think all videographers do weddings and real estate to start out, and like just because we can find those easily. And then when I moved to Northwest Arkansas, I became, I guess, an influencer, and I hate that term because I'm thinking of just, but I couldn't. It's a way to connect to the community because when I moved here, I didn't know anyone. And no one's making music videos in the streets, and there's not a lot of artists around. So in order to make videos, I had a passion for it. I just started crashing into businesses, like literally walking in, filming, and leaving without saying anything. Because when I started talking to them at first, they'd ask too many questions. And then I post, and then I started Dixon Street TV. And then that led to Bentonville TV, Rogers TV, Real Estate TV, I got a lot of TV.
Yeah, let's hear.
Yeah, but and I was telling Bang over the another show, the only reason for the TVs is my creative outlets, right? So it's this thing of, it's just my way. If I make something for a wedding, I'm posting my wedding channel, and the way I know where it's at and things like that. But if we're talking about gear wise, I've filmed on all the big camera stuff. Oddly enough, I'm not a techie. Like my business partners, they could sit in a room and talk about lens apertures and all these different things. I still think all technology is really cool, that we can do what we can do with the phone.
Yeah.
I mean, it's amazing. I think in editing, and like you said, you're a photographer, just to be able to edit in batches and take or remove items and pictures and videos, it's insane. We're living in an amazing time period right now.
It is. I know. I wish that we had all this back in the day when it was like dark rooms. You could like remove backgrounds and all, like, take out, like probably put open eyes, like if the eyes closed. But you said you were from Nashville.
Yeah.
So what brought you to Northwest Arkansas?
So my wife's from the area. She's from Huntsville, Arkansas. And I would say for many years, we always traveled for the holidays. And so I met her in Nashville. And so we came from the holidays, and then, we have daughters, and so and I'm her only child. So there's a lot of nieces down here, so we moved here for the family. And Nashville's just getting, it was getting crazy. It's just Nashville, big city.
It's big.
Yeah, so for family, moved to the area for family. And it was hard because outside of Arkansas, everyone's like, what's in Arkansas? What's in Arkansas? And so it was hard at first, but then again, you realize, like, that's pretty cool. Everybody's so nice here. Like, everybody's so nice.
Yes.
Like, I called my mom. I was like, yeah, the artist that played in Nashville is playing here next week. Like, it's just, and the Walmart built this town down the road, and then Tyson built this.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's been cool.
That's cool. Yeah, I know. I had a similar experience. Like, I moved here in 2003 from the DC area, and so like, it was the same kind of like culture shock where you're just like, everybody wants to know, like, what brings you here? What are you doing, hun? Like, everyone's asking you questions. I'm just like, I'm from the East Coast. Like, we get in, we get out.
That's right. Yeah, the East Coast is.
We're just
you're not used to anybody talking to you.
No, it's like we're doing this transaction, and that is it. Like, you don't need to know anything about me, and then you just realize I was like, it was just so much fun, and everybody is so nice, and like 20-something years later, you're like, oh, I'm still here. I must really enjoy it. Right. So. That's really cool. So what, when you got into video production, like what got you interested in it? Like what made you go, I really want to try this?
Oh, well, so I remember I was doing real estate, at the time. I just started doing real estate, and then I was in Nashville, and the real estate videos were horrible. for houses. It was just, they were just bad, like long and just house shots. And I was like, man, what if I had a musician playing in the middle of the house and we somehow mixed it together, played their music. I was big on marketing too. So I was like, what if we took their music and played it on the video and they played inside the house? And so I remember reaching out to a friend and she referred me to this kid that was making, or he just started making music videos. He had a camera. I didn't know anything about videos at all. I don't think I was even taking pictures besides just to show my age, the disposable cameras.
The disposable,
They're still popular back then. Yeah, we had those around, but video was not. Flip phones are still popular, so videos were not around. But he had a T2i, and I remember meeting him at a coffee shop. And mind you, he's probably 10 years younger, 8 years. We were two different levels. But I was like, man, I got this idea. Let's do video of this. And he said, all right, cool. It's like, all right. So then we went to shoot a house. And then I didn't know anything about lenses, and he had a 50 millimeter, and you can't shoot a house with 50 millimeter.
No,
like
you
the
can't.
walls are like
Yeah, you need the wire.
yeah. So I remember going to my friend's condo at the time, and we were trying to shoot, and we're like, he didn't know either because we just started. Like,
Yeah, right.
he's like, oh, we can't do it. So then our goal was to work up to get a wide angle lens, and then from there, I hadn't shot any video, but I had a friend of mine that was working at the newspaper. And then they had like an iron fork event where they had like food competitions. And she was like, she always wanted to be like TV host, right? And this is like when E! News and, Wild On, like,
Yeah.
back in the day. And so she was like, you have a camera? What if we did a video for this event? I was like, cool, let's do it. So I set it up, and I was more of a producer on that side of it. And we went and shot it. Amazing meaning that it was easier than I thought. You just shoot different segments and then you edit it together and it becomes a story, right? Then I remember with that video, we talked the newspaper into paying us $250 split between
Three people.
three of us, not counting the whole, but it was amazing, right?
Because once you get that first pay, that first money, you're just like, oh.
And this was from like the Nashville Scene magazine, right? So it was like the main thing. And then honestly, from there, it kind of snowballed this thing because the Scene had the connections, get like a music show we helped them develop and create where they had artists come in and play. And so a lot of people weren't taking advantage of video. And so it kind of got me into video. It was like, oh, we can just start capturing events that the paper can market and things like that. And YouTube was the main source of promoting. It's a weird thinking now of how people can see it now, but back then, they probably 200 or 300 people might have saw it, which was good on YouTube, right? It was great at the time. But yeah, that's how I got into video, was filming that. But then also at the meantime, the guy that was doing that I met to do the camera work, he was filming his buddies for fun, playing acoustic, bluegrass, folk, Americana music, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And so, I was telling Bang, I was a stay-at-home dad, so it was like anytime I had a chance to get out of the house, I'm out. Like, we're cool. We're going to go do it. And so I started going with him. We started filming as friends, and I was like, there's a business behind filming your friends. We're doing it for free, but any money would have been good money. Yeah, right. Like, because we weren't making any money. So, he wasn't working a job. I wasn't working a job. So it was like, what if we charge $75? What if we charge this much, And so the more we started doing, the more I had to like hold a camera and help. And then once I did that, I was like, oh, I like this. This is cool. I can make my own whatever. Got a little commercial. I can make my own commercials. I can make whatever I want to now that I have a video camera, right? And it's really weird. It's this power of knowing once you have that, you can make something that people can watch, that people can share and send. And I've been hooked ever since, honestly. So and we've been filming as friends. I was at house parties. Yeah, so I got a lot of my practice came from, I don't know how old I was at least in my 30s, I don't know, at house parties, college house parties, holding up lights and cameras and just filming.
Having fun.
People playing all night. And that's kind of how I got into it.
That's awesome. Yeah. That was going to be another one of my questions, was talking about just kind of like the different styles. So it's like, you've done a lot since then. But what is your favorite? Do you always kind of go back to that candid, like
Yeah.
putting yourself in the area, or do you like being staged, or to passion kind of?
Yeah, so in Nashville, we had a company called Five Folds Creative, and it was 3 of us, and we all had different elements. Tim was great at scheduling our major music video productions, right, which take a lot of time and planning, and Anthony did a lot of the acoustic videos, and I was the one that went and filmed events and reality stuff because I don't need planning. And I enjoy the reality side of it, so I think my favorite is the capturing moments and then turning those into visual stories.
Yeah.
Just because I think with my life at the time too, having a kid and being a family, I had 1 or 2 at the time, it's just like I don't have time to plan.
Yeah.
So let me just go.
Tell me where to show up.
Yeah, exactly. So it came to let's show up and shoot and learning, create on the fly. Then when it comes down to it all comes down to editing anyway. So as long as I can get the shots, I can figure out the story. But yeah, I think planning stresses. It stresses me out a little. I enjoy the whole planning when it comes together.
Yeah.
But the anticipating of waiting to that day and hoping everything falls into place it's kind of stressful.
Yeah, I totally understand. I know I have like a journalistic background, and I love that, like just getting in the middle of a story and just like you're just not controlling anything. You're not trying to change anything. You're just literally just here to capture it, and then it's your job afterwards to like tell like what you experienced. And so like it's really cool. That is definitely like that's my passion. That's what I love to do too. But planning like there is times when planning comes to and like it helps to do it. Like if you're going to go to a shoot, like and you're like I have to capture these many things in the sunrise and I have 15 minutes to do it. We need to get organized. But like what I really enjoy doing is just showing up with like a camera, just being like, all right, let's do this. Let's put something together. So especially
if you're on your own too. If you're on your own too, it's kind of like you have to plan to make sure you get those moments and because it's just you.
Right. And then also if you plan, like I know that there's some people that are just like type A and want to plan everything out. But like have plan B, C, D, E, and then just be able to just like quick on the fly. I think if people that are really good in candid situations can like change on the fly. They can be like,
I think that's a very important moment. And I don't know if maybe I should have mentioned that over there in Bang was that learning to adjust. And I think that's where a lot of people that get into the creator game, they don't put themselves out there enough in knowing that you just got to go and shoot as much as possible so you know what to do when things don't go right.
Yeah.
Right. Like just and being able to learn and deal with those experiences, knowing that you need to double check that you took those SD cards, right?
Right.
That you cleared the SD cards. Yeah. We've all been there. It's like, did I clear these? Did I back them up? Oh, I need to format it, but I don't want to format it.
Like you don't want to format it, so you're just like deleting the ones you have. Yeah. I've done that.
Yeah, and I'm bad at double saving everything because I've had those moments where I don't want to lose it. But I think, learning to adjust on the fly when things happen is a big part of growing and being a creator in this world. I mean, and I think that's where people, hold themselves back and don't put themselves in situations to where they can learn. Because I forgot to turn on the mic one interview, learned from that one.
Yeah. I
had a memory card, forgot once. And I found a way to pull it off without them knowing.
You always find a way, yeah. You're like...
Yeah. Oh, with one interview I had, it luckily wasn't like a whole big production, but I had to tell him, I was like, dude, I missed it. But this is also back in the day when the mics, there was a separate switch. And,
oh, right, yeah, because they weren't connected. Yeah.
Nothing was, so nowadays everything's like great, yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, I totally, I've been there, just like, and then I think also just like letting people know like a mistake is going to happen. You're going to make mistakes. It's okay, and don't give up. Like just keep going. Like just because you made a mistake on this one shoot doesn't mean to give up. Just keep on going. You learned your lesson. You'll never do that again. You'll never do that within like the next 6 months, and then you'll probably do it again. Like during a long time, like you will make the same mistake.
And usually, we're the only ones that really know the mistake and how bad it is.
Yeah.
As far as like, oh, I had the shot. I really wish I got it, but I didn't. Yeah.
I know. No one else will. Yeah. Most people never notice, especially if you play it off.
Especially if you do photos, right? Like I'm just thinking of the photos you have to choose from. It has to be hard because they have no idea what you're choosing from.
Yeah. No.
So you're battling yourself.
Yeah. It is. Yeah. It is battling yourself. And it's like, you're like, it sucks because like raw photos, raw files,
Yeah.
like they save the world, because like when you shoot a wedding and you like don't have the right exposure, but you got like the perfect moment, you're like, if you had it on the wrong exposure, like back in the day, it was just gone. But now, like with raw, you can like, you're like, okay, I can salvage this. Yeah, and there's lots of tricks too on like photos too. Like if you're like, oh, if you got it on like the wrong white balance, just make it black and white. And then no one has to know like why you made it black and white. No one has to know that like oh, this is actually green. Like you can't. There is no color version of this one. You'd be like, it just looks better this way, and no one knows.
I think the only one I remember I used to mess up on a little bit, and it's funny, Anthony will probably get on to me, was I was always a little bit out of focus, just a tad. You wouldn't be able to tell until you put it
on the big screen. Yeah.
But yeah, that was the thing I learned to make sure. Yeah,
it is, and it's I know I'm dealing with that too. Right now, because like, you know, as you get older, your eyes aren't as nice. You know, I've had like 20/20 vision for forever, and like now, like I need readers.
Yeah.
You know,
and you assume you've seen it so much, you're like, okay, that's good.
Yeah,
I'm assuming.
And so I was like, I had to go get. I was like, the last couple of shoots I've been on, I'm like, I'm just gonna bring my readers so I can see.
Right. Yeah.
And then like I'll take them off because now I have to see, you know, distant wise. So people that know me forever see me pull out glasses and they're like, well, what are you doing? And I'm like, I'm old now. So I need these. But what I wanted to talk to you about too is just kind of like I know you said you learned off of YouTube University. Was there anybody else that you like learned from that was like a mentor, a teacher, or was there like a YouTuber that you watched that you really taught you a lot?
Yeah, Casey Neistat. He was a daily vlogger, and he taught me as far as like you can use your daily life and tell stories, or you can use candid moments and still be able to create a video. And once I moved here, I watched a lot of him because, like I said, I didn't have a job. I was kind of just a videographer, drop my kids off at school, and I kind of like, all right, what do I do? But like he would literally film his day and then post it the next day by like 8 or 9 a.m. And it would be like a 4 or 5 minute vlog that was cinematically kind of shot and very cool. And then Gary Vee, as far as motivation of like, I was telling him, no one cares, just shoot, go do what you have an idea, just do it and try it out, right? And see what works. And if not, technical wise, I think there's like, when the name comes, Peter McKinnon. But like, I think the difference is I only watched a little bit of them, and once I saw what I needed, I went and shot. And back then when I was videoing too, there wasn't a lot of, like now I'll go on my feed and there's so many different tips on do this, you can do this. Back then it was kind of like once a week they come out with the video so I could watch it and consume it. But I think the learning honestly was just going out shooting. Like I remember one of the first videos I remember, there's a boutique called Reflections of Beauty in Huntsville. It's not there anymore. My wife was shopping and I had a camera, and it was the holidays, and I hate shopping. So I went with them up there. Hey, shop. I have a fashion channel, mind you.
Yeah.
Like 13,000.
But you're not shopping there.
But no, shopping's like, ugh. But I had a camera and I was like, cool. So I just remember going around the shop and just like practicing different like things I've seen on YouTube, like how to slide, cinema, like how to pan down, and all these different things. So I'm in the store just doing this. Didn't ask him, just doing it. Because if you ask, they'll probably say no.
Yeah. If you're a guy in a store, with a camera,
So it was, and it's funny because this was a cool story as far as like, I remember doing that, and I just made some cool, and I put it to whatever song at the time. Copyrights were crazy back then. You couldn't play any music. Nowadays you can play any song, which y'all don't even know.
That's so crazy.
You can make you can make a music video to Drake. It doesn't matter. Like, but back then I remember going back and I needed to practice. And so Sam, I had Sony Vegas, which I was editing in, old software. I'll still use it now if I have to, because I refer back to what I know. Yeah. But I made a quick 30-second video and just sent it to them because I just wanted them to have it. And then they were like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. And mind you, when you first start it out, you're kind of like, oh yeah, I think I could do better, but it is what it is. It's shaky moments, and it's like my third video, so it works. And they're like, oh, we have Fashion Week. You want to come back and shoot Fashion Week?
Oh, okay.
And I did that.
Yeah.
No idea. I was like, oh, yeah, I guess so. Oh, yeah. Just, he asked me to go, and I got paid. I don't know what it was. I still had to travel back down here, but I have family here, so it worked out. Right. But that changed my life because it was the first time I went to a event that had a bunch of like the photographers in the pit as a full out event and show, and then everybody loved to be on camera, so it was amazing. And so I learned a lot from just going and doing, and just learning, like we said before, mistakes, right? And I think so for me, I learned by filming every day for myself and learning from that. So I didn't wait till I got a job to learn how to shoot that shot I wanted to shoot. And I still do that to this day. If there's videos out there now that you saw on Dixon or JT, whatever, a lot of those videos are me testing out something I'm going to do for a client at some point.
Yeah.
But I want to learn how to do the jump over the building effect, right?
Yeah.
So it's like and those are like easy to do. So it's like 5 minutes, not even 5 minutes, like 3 minutes to do. But it's this thing of just doing it, right? And this thing of being comfortable with practicing and failing.
Yeah.
And failing's only on our own terms because no one's really.
Yeah, so no one's watching that.
Yeah, no one's watching. Yeah,
Don't fail for the client. You fail for yourself.
Yes, exactly. I think that's the biggest thing is, watching YouTube videos, how to do certain things. But I think a lot of people get caught up just watching and then buying the gear that they need for the studio. Like to set up a podcast, don't go out and buy the microphones, buy the cameras, just come podcast videos. They'll do it all for you.
That's good.
Right here. Just a quick shout out to them. But but as far as that's the thing, a lot of people buy cameras and gear and then they realize they haven't shot anything.
Yeah, and they have no idea how to use it.
No. And
they have no idea, and so
and it's frustrating to do. It's like, oh, I got this camera, let me come shoot your wedding, and it doesn't
work the way you want it to, and so what do you recommend? Like, what is your gear? Like, what do you recommend for a person starting out?
And this was tough over there. All right, so starting out, it depends on what they want to do, right? Starting out making content, it is your phone. I say
yes.
The best invention, iPhone, is amazing. It is I don't even know what we had to go through. Like, I rarely have BTS footage from when I used to shoot because footage was memory cards were valuable. Like, it was like, you don't want to shoot just extra stuff just to have. Like,
you just have like 256 megabytes.
Yeah.
It was like a card. And so
yeah, and you had like all this footage. You worried about overwrite. It was just, and shooting in 4K, and there's just so many different things. And now the phone has I can do everything from the phone.
Yeah, but you can shoot in 4K, like the phone will shoot in 4K just fine. It's beautiful.
It's amazing. And we have a mix with the gimbal and the cinematic mode. It's great. But the phone doesn't give someone new that boost a motivation to create because everybody has a phone.
Everyone has a phone, yeah.
So everybody thinks, like you're shooting with a phone. Like so I would say buy a cheap handheld camera that shoots 4K videos that you can have a flip phone. Don't buy the Sony 3000, like those professional cameras. I mean, they're good, but if you're just shooting like this, there's no reason to buy those big cameras. Like, it's just not a thing, But the only reason I say get those cameras is that you can learn the whole attribute, like the whole how a scene should look and how to make adjustments. Because all my videos are recently been shot with the phone, but I think the only reason I'm so used to shooting and capturing scenes, I know what the shot should look like with the phone.
Yeah, it is that. Yeah, that's a really good point because it is, anytime I teach photography, I always like the first lesson is like, you are smarter than your camera. Yeah. Like, take it off auto, take it off, manual, but put it on manual. You need to know what is how to mix them together, like a shutter speed and an aperture and an ISO, and you need to know how all of them work together and how to best optimize it for what situation you're in. And so once you learn that, then you're set to go. But if you're just trying to get yourself out there and try to film yourself doing stuff, I mean, the phone is totally fine.
Yeah, I say the phone, and I think the phone and just getting courage of doing it, honestly. I mean, that's because I think people look down, or people don't feel, and that's where I have this mixed thing of being a professional, is that I use my phone a lot now, right? And I know it's a thing of everybody has a phone, like, oh, you use an iPhone. I'm like, yeah, and I used to try to explain myself, but it just makes sense. I even will try to bring my cinematic camera out to shoot, but then it's so heavy. It's
big, it's bulky, like the lens.
And if I change rooms, now I got to do a whole new adjustment. Oh my gosh! But the phone, I'm in and out real quick.
Yeah,
and the smooth around.
It is a lot for you.
But I think the phone is the best way to do it. And learning, like we talked about, just going to do it, because once you go and shoot enough, you'll know what you need, and then maybe the big camera comes into play.
Yeah, and then playing with the angles. I think like people,
good call.
Like, play with some angles, move it around, and
I think that's the most frustrating thing when with content nowadays. No one's creating content to make it look cool or artsy, cinematic. Everyone's just going with
it's all around here, I like your stuff. You use the angles, you use cool angles,
and that's where I have fun with it. And that just comes down to the reason people are making content. Some people are making content to show fast, but it's like when I do it now, it's kind of like I basically visualize what a TV show. So I'll watch TV shows. Even reality shows are great as far as watching how they shoot, because they have to take boring moments
and make them interesting.
Yeah. and that could just be having a conversation, but they're going to give you 5 angles of this conversation, right? And so for me, shooting something like this, to get those 5 angles is this is where photography comes into play. And I tell people too, it's kind of like, act like you're taking a photo, but just from 5 different angles, but make it 3-second video clips.
Yeah.
And then they can cut it together.
Cut it together.
Yeah, and make it look right. And that's where it's, I think that's where it's kind of both come into play, because photography is great at knowing the angles and setting the scene and what looks right. And then the video is the movement side of it. Yeah,
it's cool. Yeah, we actually do have another episode where I talk about composition. So you guys go find that one, like composition rules.
Yeah.
And then the last rule is there are no rules, so you can break them. Like it's an art. There's no rules to art, but
right, yeah.
But
there's things to follow.
Yeah. But there's things to follow. It helps you. So I wanted to ask you too, as a creator, how important is it to be authentic?
Oh, I mean, cliche, 100%. And I say that meaning it's okay to get ideas from other things, but I hate templates.
Yeah.
And people that repeat what other people have done. And nothing wrong with it, and it's fun for the client in the moment or whatever. And if the client is a template, I get it. But I think it's coming from us knowing how things are done and made. I'd like create your own way, because if you do it your own way without that, it becomes your own. It becomes authentic. And I think the only reason my channels have had success is that I post and create what I feel in the moment. And like I would say 90% of the videos, I don't even know I'm making or posting till 5 hours before, if that.
Yeah.
Like literally I'm sitting down, maybe my ADHD, I'm sitting down trying to find a file, and then I'll see this video. I was like, oh, what if I did this to it? And now I'll edit and post it. Like it's just a thing. But it keeps it authentic because I'm not creating it for a reason. It's just a feel.
Yeah. You stay on brand, but you can have fun with it.
Yeah. And I've been lucky that my brand is just whatever.
It's whatever.
And I purposely did that because it's hurt shooting. That's what it's hurt shooting something and knowing you really can't post it because it's off your brand.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you're like, but I love it.
And that's why so many. That's what I told him. I had so many channels because it's like, oh, I want to post this, but
it's like, where does it go? Start a new channel.
Yeah. That's what I did. That's what I told them. I encourage everyone start a new channel, whatever it is, just to post, just to get it off.
All these personas out there, see which one takes off. You know.
That's what I've done.
That's amazing. I love it. Okay, so 2 more questions. Yeah. What is your favorite piece of gear? You have like one thing what's your go-to all the time? It could totally be an iPhone.
Yeah. So I would say a gimbal that I use the iPhone with.
Those are good.
Because the iPhone can change up, but as long as you have the gimbal, you can get as many different shots than any. You can, Because I go from sports a lot, and it's funny because I'll see so many sports videographers, and they have the big nice cameras, and that's and I'm running.
Yeah.
I'm getting so many different angles because I have the gimbal.
And it's staying straight.
Yeah, it stays straight. So I can get that low pan shot. I can get the cinematic shot like a crane coming down. So I think the gimbal is the most important accessory for anyone that is shooting. with an iPhone for sure. But also you still got to know the shots to take from that. But yeah, so I have that one, but also the Insta360 camera. This could be a plug. I don't use it enough, but I think we have one. Pretty good.
That's right out. Yeah.
It's one of the best things ever because I literally set it here.
Just cool.
Yeah. And they've changed the software now because back then it was hard to edit the software, but now I literally can make a video with the cameras only on me, and then I hit export. Then I just go back to the same project, turn the camera on you, hit export. Same clip. Then I do it again, camera on both of us, camera same spot, export. Now I have 3 different clips, and it's amazing.
That's amazing.
But I don't use it enough because filming with it is boring.
Wait, it just sits there.
Yeah, because I mean, literally, like, if I'm filming the scene or filming you doing something, I can get some cool shots, but I can't see what I'm filming. I know I'm getting it.
Yeah, because it's everything.
Yeah, but
yeah, filming, but yeah, you're like,
it's just nice being able to just see what you're doing.
Yeah,
That's the only thing on that. But I say anything is a gimbal, iPhone and a gimbal. I can make anything out there. I can, yeah, but you got to know how to use a gimbal.
All right.
And a lot of people have them, and they always tell me, I got one of those. Every time they see me, like, I got one of those.
Yeah.
I don't know how to use it. And I'm like, well, how many times have you used it? I went out to shoot this house once. I was like, there you go.
Like, keep playing with it. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, go out, play with it in your yard. And
you got to shoot your family. You got to show up at every holiday. They want you to be the person that shows up. And everyone's like, oh, here he goes again.
Yeah.
That was me. I got over it, right? And now everybody likes it.
Everyone does like it. Yeah. Now I'm like, I don't want to bring the camera. And
yeah, right.
You to take pictures. Yeah.
Yeah, and I know that you find like when it's the moments you really want to, but you don't like. Yeah, so like I have family moments over like, man, I wish I would have captured it, but I like being in those moments.
Right, be in the moment. It's okay. You don't have to capture everything. Yeah. All right, thank you so much for being here. This was an awesome conversation. Last question.
Yeah.
What advice would you give to someone who is just starting out?
Stop watching videos on how to make videos. Take your phone out. Go buy a gimbal if you can, but if not, just go film something and edit it.
Yeah,
and that's it. That's it. That's it.
What editing software do you use? I like
do it 3 times a day or three times a week or something like that. Like, because that's the thing too. I think what happens is, and why I'm able to move faster is that I'm editing something every day. And I tell Bang, it's like I enjoy editing, but I would like go to a party and I'm editing that video, and that's my practice. So I'm editing every day. So it's like doing something and you come back a week later, it's like, oh, where's this go?
Yeah.
You know? But software, CapCut's the best. Honestly, CapCut is the best out there. I know there were some issues with legality of like licensing, or CapCut owns whatever you post up there, but really, no one's taking your videos. CapCut's not making money off your videos. It's gonna
be cat videos.
Yeah, right. And then they're not making money off your videos, and like, yeah. So don't worry about the whole like if you upload, they're gonna have rights to it, unless it's some. No, it doesn't matter. Like no one's care. But I think CapCut and a phone is I think the best thing. I mean, I wish I had examples, but there's one commercial I did recently. I used iMovie. Right?
Oh, wow. I mean, iMovie forever.
iMovie, yeah. And the only reason I used iMovie because this Apple product in my iPhone. And so when I shoot horizontal, it's just an easier look. It's just an easier vibe. Nothing fancy on the iMovie, but a lot of, there's no, so I edit on iMovie, then I'll put it on the CapCut. so for the fancy graphics, but I mean, even a lot of my videos, if you go back and look at them, a lot of the edits and cuts, a lot of them are just simple match cuts, just because back then we didn't have anything else.
Yeah,
like I couldn't do it.
That was special effects, was match cuts. You know?
No. And even for sound effects, I remember them like searching on YouTube and trying to find a video. Couldn't even record, so it was like, I had to like find a way to download.
Oh right,
like a crowd sound effect or clapping. Yeah. So but CapCut has it all. I mean, I think it's amazing. I think if we're giving advice, I think anyone that's trying to get into the game to become a professional, you have to go into it and not pay attention to anyone else, because if you pay attention to everyone or anyone, honestly, it's gonna be an emotional roller coaster. I told Bang, I was like, man, if I got into this game now, I would be discouraged. Like I'd only be trying to hire people because I like the whole marketing side of it, but I wouldn't know if I could make the videos everybody's making because they're amazing nowadays. There's so many. I can't, so fast too.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. I mean, videos in my day were 30 seconds to 60 seconds was like minimum.
Yeah, there was long ones. Yeah, there's no long form. Yeah, unless it was like a movie or a TV show.
Yeah, you know. So yeah, but I think the biggest advice is just doing it and try not to pay attention to anyone else because you're not going to be on that level, and there's no reason to be on that level because levels based on perspective.
It is. Yeah, yeah. Like don't watch someone and like want to be. I mean, just do your own thing. You don't need to go. Don't get jealous of other people and don't do anything like that. Just do your thing and success will come.
And I will say this though, and I think one thing about, and you probably had this feeling too, of once you learn how to do photos and journalism and all those things, like you really can do anything you want to do. And there's a cliche thing of you can be anything you want to.
Yeah.
Nowadays you can because everybody's already done it. So the blueprint is out there. It just depends on if you want to take the time to do it without getting paid.
Yeah, it's a lot of practice.
Yes. That's
not getting paid.
Because if let's say, I'll use Peter McKinnon just because I know that name, but let's say he makes a video and you want to make videos just like him, you could do it. You could do it easily. But you just got to do it every day. Every day.
Over and over.
Over and over again.
Yeah.
And you'll get there because there's no other way. It's just like he could show you can see how the clips are made, how the cuts are made, but you just got to do it every day.
Yeah.
And
a lot of practice.
Yeah, most people don't want to do it every day. It's not fun unless you like it.
That's like the not fun part.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Shooting is the fun part in the end.
Man, so many videos I've been shooting. Music videos the worst because everybody has a great time on set, and then afterwards it's like everybody leaves.
You gotta edit.
Yeah, you gotta take the gear home, and then you gotta edit, drop the footage, and then the next day, hey, when you think that's gonna be done?
You're like, dude,
I
just sat down. Yeah,
I've heard that song so many times.
Like I'm gonna need a break. Yeah.
I don't want to hear it again.
Awesome. All right. Well, thank you so much for being here.
Oh, this is fun.
I really appreciated it, and definitely come back.
Yes, I will. Thank you.
All right. Bye. Thank you.